Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What an unfortunately long name. Fucking hell. Here we are, chat. Oh my god, Atlas is playing. Thank you very much. I will come to my thank yous as is customary on the stream. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome in. I know Tom is streaming. I'm very sorry. Cheeky bugger sprung that up. Oh, hello. Hello, Vintergarten. Hello, everybody. Hello. Woohoo! It is, of course, the birthday of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Huge. Thank you, I Am Vengeful. Thank you, guys. Oh, wow. Let me do my quick thank yous now. Berenia, thank you. The Lady Sarah. Simon of Fossa, Bubonic. Nithla Mayo. Pixel Slayer. I Am Vengeful. Sarah Sayuri. Lizzie94. L3 Umbles. Atlas is playing. Celeste Nicole. Vintergarten. I Am Vengeful. Godox. Tazzledactyl. Diet Coke, Knight, Sissy, Sneaky Gina, Mitski, Aod, and Coney. Thank you, everybody. Very appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lizzie94, thank you. The Real Dank Hill, thank you. Spikely, thank you. Happy 1 year! Me and Hammy have come dressed for the occasion. I feel like he's copying me, but it's okay. I understand why, and it's perfectly acceptable on this occasion. Thank you, Morny Bernie. Thank you, Lopez38. Thank you, Colfiane. Thank you, Shinny McLean. I'm just going to pop you down, Hammy, because I've got things to
Meow
read getting in my way. Thank you very much. Thank you, my Gan. Thank you, Shinny McLean. Thank you, guys. Vintergarten said, Luke, I have a wonderful news on this momentous day. I just received a call that I got a promotion that I so desperately wanted, and I want to personally thank you. KCD has been a huge part of my life the last year, and thank you for telling me a bad day is just a bad day and to live my life boldly. It helped me through a dark moment in life, and now I can get to move to a new place with better prospects and a brighter future. Our dentist Fortuna Yuvat. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go, Vintergarten. Legend. You fucking made life your little, you smacked life up, and it's that's how you do it. All right, well done, congratulations. That's huge on this momentous day as well. Huge news. Congratulations, Godox. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Castle Bravo, Vanaril Voy, Zumi Lou, Mellow Melf, Mygan. Thank you, guys. Morgan, I think if you look around, you would be more scared. Oh no, that's from yesterday. I'm reading an old chat. Happy anniversary. Where has the time gone? It's like I just started my first run yesterday. I know, Vengeful, I know. Sarah Sayuri, I've got Tom on my TV, Luke on my phone while I play the game on my computer. So many screams for all the celebrations. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Celeste Nicole, so around this time last year, I was going through kind of a dark patch, and then KCD2 came out, and your stream started to show up on my YouTube feed. I thought, this guy seems cool, the game looks fun, so I bought it. KCD2 completely changed my life for the better. I'm drawing more, writing more, and found an incredible group of friends on your Discord. I really can't put into words how much this game and community means to me. So thank you, Luke, Warhorse, and all you wonderful people for being so lovely and brightening up my life this past year. Well, isn't that gorgeous? That's why we do it, chat. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. Happy first birthday to KCD2, says Black Wolf. I'm celebrating with you from work. The patients are nice today. Thank you. Thank you, AMC Cosplay, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Sissy. Iron Mark J, KCD2 and your streams got me through some rough times. I retired from the military and transition to civilian life was difficult. Thank you for the company, the inspiration, and the laughs, of course. Adentis Fortuna Yuvat. Thank you, Iron Mark. Well, I was thinking today, I don't know if it would be something that people would want to do. But we could change things up a little bit, as it's been a year and there's a lot of new people in the chat. I haven't done a sort of Q&A like a proper Q&A in quite a long time. So maybe we could do that. I know that Tom does these regularly, but I don't really do them. I tend to just play games and I answer the odd question every now and then. But like we could actually have like a proper curated Q&A for this stream, as it's the first birthday of the game. So let me know what you think to that. I know that Tom is streaming, so I don't want to drag people away from that. And I have something quite exciting to share with you all. So I think I'll wait. And if mods, if you could let me know when Tom is finished, maybe he'll raid me. I'm not sure. I don't know if he knows I'm on. But if you could let me know, and then I will share what I need to share after, because I think most people will be over with him finishing off his stream. So let me just get confirmation from him. Yeah, just let me know when it's done, when it's over, if that's okay, because I don't know when that will be, and then I can share what. Yeah, thank you. Cool beans. Peasant for Present Stand, thank you very much. Thank you, Bippity Boppity Ding Dong. Thank you, and your 14 cats. Thank you, Safranina. Thank you, Colfayen. Luke, could I get a happy birthday? I love sharing my birthday with KCD2, though I'm loads older. Colfayen, happy birthday! Happy birthday to Colfayen and KCD2. Thank you, Mackie Better. Thank you, Maddie. Hello, Luke. Happy birthday to KCD2. It's amazing to see the community celebrating together, and I hope you have a fantastic time. And I couldn't help but wonder, since you are in Prague, if you could make it possible for fans to send you some gifts. For example, Zasilkovna, or any place you can claim the packages. It's a good point. I should get some kind of PO box, but I'm a bit scared because the internet's a scary place, and I'm just worried about it. So I don't know. I think the best place is conventions, and funnily enough, there are now 4 this year. So there's 4. They're really racking up, guys. They're getting really. So there's 2 confirmed. One's Ireland, Cork. One's Stockholm, Sweden. Then there's another one, and then just today I found out there's going to be another one, but they haven't been. The other 2 haven't been announced yet. So there's 4 conventions this year that Tom and I will be attending. So the best place to get stuff to is in person at those conventions. I know that's not always easy for you guys, but I can't really safely receive anything by post because I don't trust the internet, I'm afraid. It's not you guys, it's just there's nasty people out there, and I don't trust them. Stripes Century, happy KCD anniversary. I only played KCD2 because I saw clips of Hans and had to know why the pretty blonde man was angry. That's very good. Thank you, Stripes Century. Thank you, Mitchulka. I want to say happy birthday to KCD2. I had no idea how much my life will change a year ago. Wow. And it's only 1 year anniversary for Hansry. Yay. Luke, could I ask you to knight my beloved cat Garfield? He's almost 15 years old, Pookie, who went through a lot, and I would like him to be a lord as he deserves. Well, let me knight him with the PS5 controller. There you go, Garfield, you noble, noble kitty. Arise, you old, lovely bastard. And you are now a knight of Ratai. Look at that. How amazing is that, eh? Happy birthday, KCD2. Thank you, Luke, for bringing your hands to life. I can't believe it's already been a year. Thank you, Fletcher. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Gokman Life. I love how many messages we're getting today. So many people are sharing their love for the game and for everything. Isn't it so lovely? Thank you, Mother of Cats. Lord, happy 1 year anniversary on KCD2 and thank you for all your streams. I had my baby right before the game's release, and both the game and your streams have helped me so much through my postpartum experience. The 24-hour stream especially was great, and I had woken up multiple times that night to take care of my baby, and it made me feel less alone waking up every time and with your streams still on. My baby girl gets so hype when you sing. Never changed, Luke, and thank you for the wonderful memories this past year. Mother of cats, that's absolutely adorable, and I hope your baby is happy and healthy and wonderful. Thank you, Richard Madden. Thank you, Alioxa. Adding on to the loving vibes for today, I'm still a newbie here in the grand scheme of things, but I've very quickly made so many wonderful friends in the Discord, and it's all thanks to you and KCD. So very happy and grateful that I've found such a welcoming and loving space. Thank you, Alioxa. That's very, very sweet and very good to hear. Thank you, Lulu C. Hi, Luke. I am feeling a bit under the weather. Me too. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not feeling so good. I am feeling a bit under the weather, so I will mostly be lurking today. But congrats on the anniversary. I started playing KCD2 4 months ago, and I plan to finish it this week after 350 plus amazing hours. Thank you for creating this wonderful, welcoming community and for being you. Oh, thank you, Lulu C. Lucy. Thank you, Lustful Octopus. Having become a streamer over the past year, how has your relationship with gaming changed? Ooh. Okay, Tom's going to wrap up in 20. Alright, no worries. So in 20 minutes, I'll do a big reveal of something. Just so you know. I'm going to do a big reveal of something very cool. Very cool. And I know you guys love artwork. I know a lot of you are artists. And I just think this is like the coolest thing. And I'm so excited to share it. So just remind me when Tom finishes to get it up, and we'll have a look at it all together. All right. Sorry, I'm getting so many messages to read today. I must get through them all. How's my relationship with gaming changed? Well, the thing is, Lustful, my life is now this. You know, I really can't be understated how much of a gift and an incredible change to my life. You know, I was working a 9 till 5, a great 9 till 5. Don't get me wrong. I was flying around the world. It was a fucking great job. I was making documentaries for a living, essentially. That was really great job. I was very lucky to have that job. But then, you know, to then be given the opportunity. Is the game a bit loud, do we think? I'm going to turn it down a touch. To be given the opportunity to do this for a living because, you know, everyone's so supportive and generous, and, you know, and I treat it like a TV show, essentially. It's just like the most wonderful thing. I mean, not many people get to do this for a living, and I know that. And I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know, you know, if it'll all dry out eventually. But I don't live my life thinking about what ifs and stuff. I just go, well, it's working now, and if people want to see me do this and they want to support me while I do it, that's amazing. If that changes, it changes. But like for now, I get to play games for a living, and it's just like the greatest thing in the world. I can't really imagine a better job, a better life. I try my best to offer value to what I do. I try to be entertaining. I try to enjoy it with you all as much as I can. I feel like we've got a great sense of community and a great. That's just. I mean, it's just. I know I bang on about it all the time, but it is really great. Hello, Flash Shield. Hi. Yeah. So my relationship. I know that's not really what you asked. Relationship to gaming is that like it's my life. The thing that's changed about it is that it used to be a kind of pastime if I had time to do it, and now it's my entire life. I think about gaming all the time. I think about what games I'm gonna play, what games I have played, And I have so much more respect for the medium than I ever did before as well. Because I'm playing, if you've noticed, like some of the most stalwart, respected, brilliant, like games that true gamers love, true gamers appreciate. You know, the one and done plays that I've been doing recently, and the horrors, and the Last of Us, and Horizon Zero Dawn, and all these games that like they just I'd missed out on them for like the last 10 years a little bit because I was so dedicated to other things and other endeavors, and I'd not been able to game much. And now it's like I get to do it. I get to play them, and I get to play them with you lot, and it's just like it's an absolute privilege. And I want you to know I don't take it for granted, and I don't want to squander it in any way. I think I am incredibly lucky to be in this chair, to be doing this, and it is because of this. And it's quite apt that we're sat here on the anniversary of the game, celebrating the game. I know that a lot of people don't just watch me. They don't watch me just because I played that character now. I think that's how they maybe were introduced to me. But now they just watch me because they want to see me play games. And I never thought I'd get there. I mean, it was one thing to get to a point where people would watch me play Kingdom Come. That was very cool. I was very lucky to be able to get to do that. But now it's like a step further where people watch me whatever we do, whatever we want to do. And that's like even more special to me, really, because that's like aside from what I was initially known for, which is really special. And I just want to say thank you for all of that. Sorry, that was the longest answer to any question. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to try and get through everybody. There's a lot of people that have asked a lot of questions. Godox, as I might have mentioned before, I'm basically new here, but there is no other place I would rather be, said Godox. Thank you for being as amazing as you all are, and thank you, Luke, for being a shining light in all of our lives. You can count on us for anything. Well, thank you, Godox. That's very, very sweet, and I'm glad you've been enjoying newly recruited into this madhouse that we call a community. For Vintergarten, get absolutely loved, and shout out to my Discord family here. Couldn't ask for a better bunch of peasants, said Vintergarten. Sneaky Gina, I was late to the party, but better late than never. Thank you for all the joy, the laughs, the genuine connection. Hope to stick around for months to come. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sneaky Gina. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock. Ike Yukina, hey Luke, happy KCD2 anniversary. The game helped me so much. I found a lot of new friends and was able to meet you and Tom twice already. May I kindly ask you to knight my lovely little hamster, Shawnee. He's almost 2 years old, and he's not feeling that good anymore, unfortunately. I would love to get him knighted before he goes to serve the heaven gates. Oh, bless. Shawnee! I'm going to knight Shawnee with Hammy. So that's a hamster being knighted with a hamster. There you go. I'm not feeling great myself, so Shawnee's not alone. Bless you, Ike. And Richie Crispy! You already know my story, but since I'm back to work full-time this week after 8 months, I just wanted to say thank you for your streams, which took a great part in my recovery. That's amazing to hear, and bless you, and I hope that work brings you lots of joy as you return. Thank you, Richie Crispy. You've been an absolute joy and pillar of the community, if I may say so. Inflictor, hello. Hi, Luke. Honestly started playing KCD2 because when I saw the videos and pictures and whatnot, I thought Hans was a cutie. Then, when I started playing, I thought he was a dickhead and mean to Henry, but then I played and finished the story and grew to love the connecting relationship between Hans and Henry. But secretly, Hans is better, 10 out of 10. I geeked out over the game unlike any other game before. I need to know, though, what did you do with Ignatius, the sheep, the GOAT? Well, that's quite a story. What did I do with Ignatius? I honestly don't remember how that stream went. What did I do? with Ignatius. Did he die? Did he die? Some of you will have been there. I think Ignatius died. He died on my watch. I'm sorry about that. On August of last year, I was going through a really bad moment of my life, says Dracario. When I found KCD2 after finishing it, found your streams, your community, and I just want to thank you and everyone on Peasant Plus for being such lovely and kind people, helping me push forwards and brighten my mood every day. Bless your heart, Dracario. Thank you, Glambring Gaming, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Maxim Mermaid. Happy anniversary to this wonderful game. I am forever thankful to Warhorse for bringing KCD to life. Because of this wonderful game, I found your streams that are now a safe space for me. Thanks for bringing together this amazing community, Luke. It's honestly so rare to find such a chill and lovely community out there. I'm looking forward to all the awesome streams with you and the peasants. Live the beige life. Ganz weil liebe Deutschland. All right. Thank you, Matza Mermaid. Thank you, Sissy. KCD2 and you changed my life, making it brighter and more joyful. This is so sweet, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Spikely. We are proud of you, bud. Thank you. Thank you, Fletcher. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Puddin Bay. Thank you, Drago, sorry. Happy anniversary. Thanks for these last few weeks. I hope I can be there next year. Be here next year and the next ones. I hope so too. Thank you, Canna. Started watching you because of Hans, but stayed because your streams are so fun. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Canna. Thank you, Fletcher. I went through some hard times last year, but KCD2 helped me through it. Your streams are always brightening my mood, and joining your community you've built changed so much in my life and helped me a lot. Always a delight watching your streams, and I really hope to talk to you in the person this year. Thank you so much for all your hard work and for being amazing. Fletcher, thank you very much. And for all your support. His Nudie was out. Thank you. Thank you, I'm Vengeful. I found out about KCD when I was looking for a game to play on May 2025. All those months later, the Discord family has been so welcoming and absolutely incredible. All positive vibes, and there's never a dull day. And may this energy continue for years to come. It was always awesome meeting you to the moon. Oh, and I don't think I haven't forgotten about Gears. I'm holding you to that. Keep up the good work. We'll get to Gears. It might just take a bit longer than you'd hope. Do apologize. The Scribe David. You're the first streamer I ever watched. Before, I kept thinking, do people actually just watch people play games for hours? Surely that's not fun. Thank you for proving me wrong. I also love the community and artists I've met through you and KCD2. Making the full KCD2 Alchemy book was the best thing I could have spent 4 months on. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Scribe David. The Michael Check guy. I'm quite new here. I knew of KCD1, but KCD2 changed my life. I really enjoyed you as Hans, even if I thought he was a bit of a dickhead at the start. Oops. Don't we all? Still do. I started watching you in the last few months of last year, and I'm never going back. Your streams bring me a lot of joy, even when I'm really sad. I have never laughed so much during a stream in my whole life. Love from Czechia to Luke, the chatters and the mods. You've all helped me during my darkest moments. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Liz B. If I only knew 1 year ago how much my life would change by now, I'd never believe it. So many great friends and memories, and I'll always be thankful to KCD and you, Luke. Much love. Liz, thank you so much. And it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. And you've been awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Silent Hill Nurse. I'm glad I overcame my motion sickness and were able to finally play KCD and KCD2. I had so much fun, and good job to all the devs, actors, VAs, and everyone involved. Big thanks to you and Peasant Plus for giving me a place to find positivity and joy. Aww. So much love in chat today. Jesus Christ be praised. Oh my god, a KCD version. Wow. Oh wow. Sorry. Can't share it yet. Can't share it yet. Right. So, I'll save that though. Hang on. Yeah, okay, alright. Alrighty, chat. Chitty to chitty chat. Well, I'm never gonna get on it if we don't crack on, are we? Like, Shinny McLean through the pillory scene on YouTube, and I was I discovered KCD2 through the pillory scene on YouTube, and I was totally hooked. I came for the game and stayed for the fun and this great community. Thank you, Shinny McLean. Thank you, Carl Fayen. The people I met through this game and this community changed my life for the better so much. I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you so much for bringing us all together, and a huge hug to my royal rabbits. I love you guys. That's so great. Thank you. Thank you, Antonia Miner. Hi, Luke. I'm very new here, but I hope to stay for a very long time. Your streams are the best part of my days. I started playing KCD1 this December after my many sleepless nights, and I finished KCD2 just last week. It honestly changed my life, and I can barely think about anything else. Sending much love to all of you lovely people here. Oh, guys, you're gonna make me tear up. Thank you, everybody. This is lovely. It's so nice to see so much love, and to hear how much the game has impacted so many people's lives. You know, it's really crazy. So yeah. Thank you, Zinwa. Thank you, Vanilla Pepper, very much. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you, Exos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Morny Bernie. Whoa, my 10 months falls on the KCD2 anniversary. Feeling extra special. Get well soon, Pooks. And I hope you have an easy day. Thank you. Thank you, Morny Bernie. Never would have done a lot of things last year without KCD2. And being a fan of you and Tom, nice to have met you in person as well. Thank you, Morny Bernie. It was great to meet you too. Thanks, Vanilla Pepper. Thank you, Exos. I remember 1 year ago watching a clip of someone petting Mutt and being sent through the houses and fields, breaking the map. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Chelder Binks. Thank you, Inquisition Scout 93 for the 10 gifted. Bless you. And your cotton socks. Thank you, Inflictor. Hi, it's me again, Mad. You got Ignatius killed, but we can look over that. But I should be doing schoolwork. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ribbon GG. Thank you, Glamber Gaming. Rolling another year, indeed. So I'll always come back to KCD, obviously. You know, I mean, obviously we're playing different games. We're just branching out. We're trying to find what game, like, we're searching for the best possible games to play, right? I didn't know how much I would love walking sims, you know. But that's been a real revelation. I bloody love a walking sim. Absolutely love a walking sim. So RPGs, walking sims, they're for me. And they're really good for streaming. But anyway, once again, I just want to say thank you. Let's crack on. Let's play. Let's start the old game. And then just remind me when Tom's done, and then I will show you what I need to show you. Because it's very important, chat. It's very important. Okay. Ba ba da 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 da. It is the anniversary of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 coming out today, chat. Did you know that? It's a big deal. It's probably the best game ever. In my humble opinion. You know. It probably is, right? Probably. I would agree, chat. It's up there. It's up there. Thank you, Ribbon GG, Joshi Domi. Sing KCD2 a song for its birthday. Oh, I ain't got nothing in me today. I don't feel too well. Hello, the Flamingo. Will you ever play Outer Wilds? I don't know that game. Oh, what am I doing here? I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, thank you, Richie Crispy, for the 20 gifted. That's insane. Thank you very much. That's really kind. Thank you, as always, for being so supportive. Thank you. It's a puzzle game, is it? Okay, okay. Oh, I had to follow him around, I think. Wasn't that it? Wasn't that the purpose? I think that's where I'd got to. Talk to Pushko about the casting. The casting? The casting couch, chat. Henry's going to Hollywood. Can you imagine? KCD3, Henry goes to Hollywood. Sorry. Thank you, Yuki Bookstand. That's very kind. Thank you. Very good. So Tom's done apparently. Okay, well, is he raiding me or I don't know if he is raiding. Okay, if he raids, I will wait for the raid and then we'll do. I'll do this thing. I'll do this thing. He's just saying bye. Okay, all right. All right, this guy's here. Talk.
Sorry, Henry. I've just got to get settled in first.
Well, you're taking your bloody time, mate. Come on, let's be real about it. You're taking your damn time. Oh, we got a lot of folks on YouTube today. A lot more than usual. Hello, guys. Greetings from Chile. Hello. Love from Tom. Luke, you're about to be raided. Okay. Thank you, Nicolette. Thank you, Sissy. My lord, you look so nice in Hans's outfit. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I feel very nice in Hans's outfit. I do apologise, chat, for being a little bit under the weather today. It's life. Surreal Hawk 91. Luke, how are you How are you, buddy? I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? Had no idea today was the anniversary of the game. Just finished it 2 days ago. Absolutely loved it. You need potions. I need lots of things. Thank you, Leighton Kane. Been the best 4 months in years. Thank you, Luke, for having brought this community together. And I know that you are loved and appreciated the way you are. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Killigan. Thank you, Sissy. Thanks, everybody. Righty-ho. Righty-ho. Let's remind ourselves of how our forge looks, shall we? I know I don't have any cash. That's fine, though. It was starting to look pretty dapper, I'd say. Look at my forge. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Tom. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. Are we all met? That's what Shakespeare, one of Shakespeare's characters, says. I think in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I think it's someone like Puck or the guy that plays the donkey. I can't remember. But he's like, are we all met? Right, so we're all here. Bottom, yeah, bottom. Now, hello everybody. Welcome. Happy anniversary, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know you've been over with Tom, and thank you for heading over to me. I want to say, and I've already been saying, but I just want to say thank you to everyone for being so wonderful over the last year. I'm really chuffed that this game has had such a profound impact on so many people, and this little guy too. It's been a wild ride, and I've loved every minute of it. Okay. I've been reading out a lot of messages of love, and people have been saying how much this game has affected them, how much it's had you know, in dark times, it's pushed them through, it's helped them out of shitty times and all this kind of thing, you know, and it's true. It has the capacity to do that because it's a rich, deep, wonderful world, and it's surrounded also by a wonderful community, a small but powerful community of people that adore the story and just tend to be some of the most wonderful people you could meet. So thank you is what I want to say for supporting me and appreciating the work we did. And yeah, I know Tom echoes everything I'm saying, as do all the people that worked on the game. So today we're just going to play the game, but I have something to share with you now that you're all here. I've got something quite important to share with you. I said this months ago, even when I was back in... Oh, where was I? Thank you, President Stan. I said this months ago, I was like, I want to show my appreciation to the people that you know, watch streaks of streams for like 50 in a row, or gift a lot to the community so they don't have to watch ads. Basically, anyone that's really dedicated to the stream. I just want to have like a list of names, but I don't want to put a list of names. I want to do something really cool. And so I've commissioned an artist to create a piece of artwork that will be my BRB screen. Okay, now this has been a long time coming, and it's been in the works for a while. Now I'm going to single them out because they are truly an amazing artist. And like, I know that many of you here are brilliant artists. And I know that many of you appreciate great art. And in a world increasingly where art is becoming, I think, more important than ever, in my opinion. I think, you know, we got to do everything we can to support and uplift artists, because I'm one, and many of you are, or appreciators of, and I think it's really important. So, sorry, I always do that. Sayuri, not Sarah Sayuri, sorry. There's two Sayuris. I always get them mixed up. It's Sayuri in chat on Twitch. And I think, if I'm right in saying, Meg, you have... Yes, Sayuri527 Art on X, so you can follow them there. But I am going to share with you an image. And this is going to be my BRB screen from henceforth. Sorry, it's not my BRB screen. What am I talking about? It's going to be my start screen and my end screen. And I never do end screens, but now I will be. Sorry, I'm a bit poorly, so my mind's a little bit frazzled today. So do bear with me. Start screen. Okay. Create new. Name already exists. Oh shit. Start screen. Okay, let me find it. So. Oh, sorry. Hey! Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm really not well. Anyway. So this... Thank you. This is the official one. This is the one that will live... Thanks, guys. This is... I'll get to my thank yous as well for everyone being generous in chat in a minute. This is the one that will live on the stream as the start screen and the end screen for a very long time. And as I said, I've explained why I'm having it, but I just think it's one of the most amazing pieces of work. So if we could have a little drum roll, please, that would be amazing. Can we have a little drum roll? Drum roll. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and she blows. Look at that. Now this will be animated, but I just think it's the most amazing thing. It's so amazing. I can't tell you how blessed I feel with it. And I should say as well, with this piece of art, right here under the thank you, what will appear is like a list of names of people that have been so generous over the last year. Like really constantly watching streams, constantly gifting. And just as a thank you. If your name's not on there, I am sorry. It'll just be like it'll probably be like a top 10 thing or whatever. But I just wanted to find a way to thank some people for their incredible generosity. And I couldn't really think of anything that that would be better. But like this just felt right. It's a piece of art that I've had commissioned. And it's stunning. So Sayuri, they're on Twitch. You can follow on Twitch. You can follow on X. Discord. I'm needed. Oh yes. So there's two versions of it actually. As I believe. So this is the first version. And then there's another version for the ending screen. And also there's there's another version, which I will hang on. But this is just for today. Oh my god, Fall for Fiction for the 100 gifted. Bless your little heart. Thank you. That's incredibly generous, and you really don't need to. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you. That's insane. You have been one of the people that's been really, really incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Very kind. I will get to thanking everybody, I promise. 1 second. So yeah. So yeah, so the details in this image, I just want to go. Oh wait, no, I was going to show you the other version. Sorry. You can tell how frazzled I am today, right? I'm just all over the place. Right, this is the other version. This is just for today, though. Hey, Tony. Look at that. It's pretty, right? And this is like a representation of my streaming room, obviously. So we have all the gifts that you guys have gotten me, which I do have in here with me for realsies. Hammy's over there behind me, as he should. We got Tilly, my family's dog. We got my YouTube play button, my screens, my mic, my camera. Prague in the background. I love that Prague is in the background. And yeah, just like all these lovely little gifts that people have gotten me over the last year. There's the D&D house tablet thing. A mug that says Silly Goose. There's a plant, and I do have plants in my flat now. So yeah, incredible. I cannot thank Sayuri enough. They really are an amazing artist, and I just want to say thank you to them, and big them up, big up. Do go follow them. They've done some incredible work in the community. But I know that's true of many of you here. There's so many wonderful artists, and I will continue. I promise I will continue to find ways to support, uplift, and help as many of you as I can. Obviously, I can't do this kind of thing with every single artist, but I can try. And maybe we'll do more competitions for various things. I mean, I think we're good for emotes at the moment. We've got like a lot, but yeah, we'll keep doing that kind of thing. And yeah, I just, yeah, I'm so happy with it. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, should I show him the other version, the end screen? Have we got the end screen here? Is it ready? Meg? Sorry, I'm just asking Meg. No, we don't have that one ready. Okay, never mind. But you'll see, chat. You'll see. It'll be there. Anyway. Emil, thank you. Nuke Bike Mind, thank you. Happy anniversary, my lord. Grateful for the very well needed joy it has brought me this past year. Jesus Christ be praised. Peasant from Peasant Stand, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, Peasant from Peasant Stand again. Thank you, Galactic, GG Ren, Ekdisys, Voice in Headphones, Cali Cat for the 5 gifted, Fletcher the Warlock, Saffronina, Fall for Fiction for the 100 gifted. That's crazy. Bless your heart. Royal Blue Heart, thank you for the 5 gifted. Humble Pie, thank you for the gifted. Thank you, What It Do for the new Prime. Thank you, Nita Elwi for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Polar Pandy for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, everybody. And your cotton socks, yes. It is a gorgeous picture, Best. It is. Sarah Sayuri, hello. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Very, very kind. So, yeah. I'll just make it big again. Let's zoom in a bit. So, Archie blows. So here's all your details. Isn't it cool? Thank you, Freckles Lou, Colfaine, Babush Toad, Oh You Mutt. Thank you, guys. Bernard in a hat. Look, the little salt and pepper shakers. My little toy hands. Even Luke Boo Boo's made it. Luke Boo Boo! Oh yeah, the other one's higher quality. Oh yeah, that is quite a higher quality, a little bit. There we go. That's better. So we have the beer. We got the little mutt. The D&D thing. Family crest. We got the little hands. These are all actual gifts that I have, chat. These are all actual gifts that I have. What's up there? Artwork. Pink pebbles. More artwork.
We have a Luke Boo Boo.
We have a Luke Boo Boo. We do. That's my stupid face. That's where your names will go. That's Hammy. Hammy. Hang on. There we go. They can see me as well. That's Hammy. Done such a good job. A plant. Silly goose. Oh my that's my controller that someone got me that's been arted over. Lots of art on it. Little lava lamp. I don't actually have a lava lamp, but I liked it, so I'm going to get one to match it. It's just quite funny that now I'm actually going to try and imitate the artwork and get a lava lamp. I just liked it. I was like, well, I'll keep the lava lamp. I like the lava lamp. I don't have one, but I'm going to get one now. So there you go. There you go, chat. Isn't that great? I was really excited to show you that. So there it is. Luke's becoming the artwork. He is. He is. Freckles, Lou, Sheeny McLean. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Cinny Crab. Thank you, Drago. The artwork's lovely. I met one of my friends 10 years to the date. I started watching his art streams. Appreciate all you artists. Thank you, Roxiel. Thank you, Fletcher. Thank you, His Nunu was out. Thank you, Trick Hats. Thank you, guys. For the 12 months, Trick Hat. Yes. Cool. Right, guys. Well, that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you, Ketchup Zombie, for the 10 gifted. Bless you. Righty-ho. Oh, Luke's beige as well. Am I beige? I am. I'm beige. I'm beige, chat. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, the wall of beige is coming. Here comes the wall of beige. Here it is. Yeah. It's an inevitable thing, the wall of beige. It cannot be stopped. You can try and stop the wall of beige, but you can't. Look at this wall of beige. Just look at it. Take off slow mode and look at the wall of beige. Look at this. I have never in my life seen such a thing as this. Look at it. How could anyone keep up? It's absolutely obscene. What is this? What has my community become, chat? It's just a wall of beige. I mean, what is happening? The beige, it's really taken off. And you know what it means as well? Because this has become such a thing, I am going to start wearing even more beige in the summer. I'm going to go further with this. I'm going to go further with the beige. Yeah. No, I am. It's going to be I'm going to show up to conventions when I see you guys in like a beige tracksuit. Just beige from head to toe. More beige. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oops. So there you go. Well done, everyone. Right. Time to play this game. Thank you, Sazzle Shakes. Haruxiel, Fletcher the Warlock, His Nunu was out, Trick Hat, Ketchup Zombie, Awis1, Sazzle Shakes. This game changed my life in so many silly ways. For example, I yelled, "It's Prague" at my friends playing GeoGuessr the other day, as the pick was of the Black Gate, and I recognized it instantly, Prague, and it's now become a vocal stim for when I'm excited about something. It's Prague! Thank you, Frostine. Thank you, Halloween Bluzz. Oh. So yeah, guys, go check out Sayuri. We've put the details in chat for you. YouTube, I don't know if we can do that there. Maybe we can. Please do, mods, if we can. But yeah, just make sure that you guys go check them out, because they are awesome and they deserve a lot of love. We need to support each other. We need to support artists wherever possible. Thank you, Alioxa. That's very kind. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Emil's Peasant. Happy first birthday, KCD2. Sick with a cold. Me too, but wouldn't miss this for anything. Thank you for your work on KCD2. It's the best birthday gift I have ever got. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Emil's Peasant. Sick with a cold as well. Oh no, everyone's sick. I'm sick too. Alex Bilanowski, thank you. Just want to say happy anniversary to the best thing that's happened in a very long time, says that Fountain. Thank you to Warhorse and the team for the love letter of a game. Love letter to gaming, storytelling, characters, and history. This game and you changed the course of my life, gave me direction, inspired me to actually do something. Love you in a million different ways, and I hope you never forget that you are a funny, loving, sweet, funny, and incredible person. Thank you so, so much. It's very kind. Thank you, Wintergarten. We feeling so loving today. Everyone who's sick, feel better. Eat your veggies. There's so much love today, and there bloody should be. You know, I mean, doesn't the world just feel dark at times? Like, isn't it nice to come somewhere where you don't have to think about all that shite? You know, isn't it just need a break from all that nonsense? And like, it's really important to just escape into somewhere that you feel safe and that people are kind, and it's just so important, isn't it? And I'm really glad that I'm a part of that, and that this community is... Oh God, I've been yapping away so long, it's gone dark. I'm so glad that I can curate a space for people to feel like that. And, you know, I know that it must be happening because people tell me every day, and so that's all I have to go on. So if that's how it is, I'm really glad. I'm really glad. I love the feedback. I'm really happy that people are feeling like that. So thank you, everyone. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, actually. Sorry, I haven't even played a lick of this game yet at all. I'm so sorry. His new was out now. Not to get sad, but I hated my job, and listening to silly Luke's stream shenanigans made it so much more bearable, and I cackled at the parrot on the shoulder view in real life streams. Also, I know I've been a menace on this channel for too long because my username used to get butchered, and now it's said in a nanosecond. Thanks for streaming and being funny, Queen. His new was out. Grump Nugs, thank you. Thank you, KTWHT. Happy KCD2 day. So happy I made my way here to find you streaming and to be a part of this great community. Thank you very much, guys. Now, I'm going to put a poll out, so mods listen up. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. I was going to ask if, as it's a special day, you wanted to do an official Q&A. Now, I haven't done an official Q&A for my work on the game in, like, with the community, probably since the game came out, to be perfectly honest, because I don't know why. I feel like maybe I've answered everything, but I know Tom does this regularly. But, you know, Tom was working on it like a lot more than me in terms of his hours. So there's probably more for him to say than I. But if you want to do that, can we just have a yes or no poll? I'll do the YouTube one. Let me do the YouTube poll. Start poll. Q&A? Question mark. You know, because many people might just go, nah. Just get on with the game. And I don't know, like you might want a Q&A. I have no idea. But you know, on a special day like this, it could be fun. So just let me know if that's what you want us to do. It's a resounding yes for YouTube so far. 60 votes, 95%. And a resounding yes on Twitch, 97%, 160 votes. Okay, so that's pretty clear that everyone wants a Q&A. Luke, you poor thing, you sound so sick. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I am a bit sick, but I just think you just got to get on with it. You know, you just got to show up anyway. Fuck it. I'll be fine. It's only 3 hours. It's not like I'm It's not like I'm, you know, laying cable wire in the rain. Wants to be your friend. Oh, by the way, on PS5, I've accepted all friend requests, so that'll be fun, won't it? What did this person say? Hi, Luke. I love your streams and your characters you play. You are such an awesome and genuine guy. Hope you enjoy the stream. Aww. Hi, thanks for accepting me. I accept you. Wants to be your friend. Okay. No problem. So many PS5 friends. I'll never be alone. All right, so that's a resounding yes on the old polls there. With 90 plus, 95 plus, 97 on Twitch, 90 and 94 on YouTube. So let's begin a Q&A. And then once we've done that, in fact, I'll put, you know what I'll do? I'll put these, the start screen behind me because I want people to see it. Yeah. So, let's do it. Let's do a Q&A because that's what people want. I'm happy to talk about Kingdom Come. Here it is. This absolute beauty of a game. That's me there. We've not been focusing on Kingdom Come on the stream very much this last few months. We've been focusing on other things, branching out, and it's been great. But today, let's do it. Let's get into it. It's appropriate. Thank you, Fadburger. Thank you, Peasant for Peasant Stand. Thank you, Mitski. Thank you, Randaliza. Very much. Thank you. Hi, Luke. It's currently 12 a.m. on the 5th of February for me, which means I've officially turned 21. Happy birthday! And what else would I rather do than celebrate with a KCD2 versary stream from you and Tom? I want to thank you for the game personally for getting me out of a tough time during my first semester of my second year in college, and also to the loving people of Peasant Plus who for being incredibly wonderful and wholesome people to someone who's quite new like me. Hey, I've really loved how welcoming and wonderful the community have been, and like the fact that, like I keep saying, it's so nice to see first-time chatter in chat for people who, you know, are here for the first time and talking for the first time. And it's really nice to see that even a year later, after I have been streaming for a year now, you know, I've got people who've been subbed for 12 months now. Hi, Churchy. I will get back to you. Thanks for trying to be my friend. Let me turn off this. Let me turn off Do Not Disturb. It's so nice the way that the community kind of welcomes people in and gives them a big hug when they're here. And a lot of people that have joined in the last few weeks or months have stayed. And that's really lovely. And I'm really happy. And I want to say as well, thank you to the mods for continuing to do the work they do, because they don't get enough credit and I don't shout them out enough because I'm a prick. But I'm doing it now because they are amazing and I do love them and they are so great. So great. Truly, like, couldn't ask for a better team. They're so much more than mods. We should come up with a new name. Knights of the Realm. I don't know. Like, the mods doesn't really say what they do. They do so much more than just modding. They're amazing, and they do so much for me. They protect me. They look after me. They look after you. And it's a hard job. It's a hard job. It's a fucking hard job. Because you got to be the bad guy sometimes and take it on the chin. And they have to do it. I see it all the time. And they do it with grace and aplomb. And I just think they're wonderful. And they always mean well. No matter what they're doing, they mean well. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyway, have we got some questions? Has any questions come through? They have. DA8353 said, what breakup song is playing in Hans's head post-Pillory? breakup song. I want to say like an Avril Lavigne one. Is there an Avril Lavigne breakup track? Or like... Why'd you have to go and be so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else lets me frustrated. And life's like this, and you fall and you... Could be. Or maybe like a... I don't know. There's so many good ones. So much for my happy ending. Oh. You got your dumb friends. I know what they say. Yeah. When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. Fucking love Avril. On My Own by Les Mis, yeah. Luke, if you had a chance to talk to Hans, what would you tell him or ask him or even maybe give him a piece of advice? Wow. Oh, hitting with the big guns. Oh, God. What would I ask him or tell him? Oh, man. What would I... Oh, thank you, Fakval. Thank you very much. Let me think about this. This is hard. What advice? Or what would I ask him? Advice? I'd probably tell him to not give himself such a hard time. Because I kind of understand why Hans has such bravado. And I, you know, I think when someone has a lot of bravado, they're often, you know, they're hiding. They're doing their best to... we used to call it third circle when I trained at drama school. There was this incredible practitioner and voice coach called Patsy Rodenberg, and she had these 3 tiers. It was very, very interesting. And it was one of the pillars of our training. And it was first, second, and third circle. Third circle is the people that are extremely brash, loud, over the top, you know, in your space, in your face, too much. It's not grounded. First circle was insular and, you know, guarded and not very engaged and protective and, you know, very much in this domain. And then second circle is that perfect intermediary in the middle where you are present, focused, at one with another, and there's no bullshit, but you're also not guarding anything. You're just there with someone, open, honest, pure. And these are 3 categories that people fall into a lot. I haven't talked about this on stream, but it was incredible big. Thank you, Irene the Owl. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Bless your heart. Thank you, guys. I will come back to a few people as well. These are 3 categories that really dominated a lot of the training that I had. And I love talking about this because it goes for real life too. So we were talking about it in character terms, right? And we talk about how characters could be third circle. You know, I guess who would you say is like a third circle kind of character? Dry Devil is very much a third circle kind of character. Brash, over the top, constantly in people's faces. Oh, just going for it. Second circle, I would say... Zizka. Zizka is second circle with you at all times. very, very, you know, he's got nothing to prove. He's there. You can connect with him, you know. And then first circle, give me a character in the game that's first circle. Who's quite insular? I can't think. Maybe No, not Catherine. Maybe Sam. Maybe Teresa. Maybe Sam. I mean, you know, most of the characters are quite compelling, to be fair, in the game, especially if they have a lot of dialogue. Yeah. Oh, Jahanka, kind of, because, you know, she had a reason to be to keep herself guarded. Pebbles. But yes. Oh no, Toth's an interesting one. Toth, you could say maybe he's a little bit first circle. I think he flits between second and first. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, getting back to your question, which was advice. I would say that whilst that bravado and third circle energy has, because Hans is definitely very much like between second and third a lot of the time. I would say while that may have helped you in some regard, be careful to not veer too far into it too much. And I think it'll naturally happen with him over time as he grows into becoming more of a man. And, you know, it's really your 30s where you start to really ground yourself and know who you are. But I would just say to him to find his feet and not jostle for his position, and do more listening rather than talking, because that's what got me further in life. Like when I went to drama school, and I was like I was basically just a kid. The greatest advice that I can give anyone is to listen. Like, is the reason you've got two of these and one of these. Like, there's a reason for that, and it's very important that you listen. And I feel like Hans does not listen anywhere near as much as he should. He's very much a doer and a talker and a yapper, and he needs to listen. And I think he's getting there. He's getting there. And over the course, all the hardship and the trials and tribulations that he has, he's definitely becoming, you know, because this is, you know, a lot of the chat, you'll come into chat and you'll say, I've had a shit day, I've had a shit month, I've had a shit time. And I say to you, it will not last. Things will get better, and it will make you stronger and better in every conceivable way. It will never last. It always gets better. And if it gets good, it will be shit again. But it's about accepting that that's the nature of life. And that's what I would say. You know, this too shall pass. A bad day is just a bad day. It's so true. So yeah. But as more and more of that shit happens to you, the more you grow up, the more you grow into yourself. And that's what I would say to Hans. Anyway, sorry, that was a very long answer to a very short question. Wow, we got so many questions. Blimey. How am I going to get through them all, chat? Right. Okay, here we go. Silk Cat's question. I don't remember if this has been asked before, but what kind of character or role do you want to challenge yourself with if given another opportunity to work in any other video games? Would you like it to be something completely opposite of Hans? It's a really nice question. Let me just do a few thank yous just very quickly. Piztolo, Spike, Alex Big Fail, Fletcher, Randaliza, Lisby, Fakvols, thank you so much. Irene the Owl, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Fadburger, Ekutada. Thank you so much, Ekutada, for the 20 gifted. Thank you, Alex Big Fail. Thank you, Halloween Bloods. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock. Thank you, Piztolo. Bless you. So, question, what would I like to do? And would I like it to be something completely opposite of Hans? I had a chat with let's just say a casting person a couple of months ago. And they were super lovely, and they thought that I'd be good for a role. But it was like, oh, it'll be very similar to, we think you'd be good for it because he's like Hans. And I was like, Oh, great. I was like, that. I mean, I'd be lucky to get any role, but it would be a shame if I only ever played one type of role, because I like to think I've a whole spectrum of things within me, and most people haven't seen any of it, because I've not been lucky enough to play lots of different things. I've been very lucky to play this one role, and it's been an incredible journey, and I cannot thank my lucky stars enough for it. But I have not been able to show any other part of me. And I don't even consider Hans to be that close to me in terms of his temperament, in terms of his upbringing, in terms of a lot of his behavior, you know. And so it's actually quite a stretch. There are some similarities in terms of his sense of fun and lust for life and all that stuff, and his sense of joy and passion. There's a lot of me in there, but I'm not a tempestuous, angry guy. And I'd like to explore characters that have a little bit of different other flavors. So yeah, I'd like to play the complete opposite of Hans and see what happens. I'd love to play a villain. I'd love to play, you know, like a really nasty, evil bastard, and see what happens, because it would just be so interesting to go there, you know, in terms of my work. Because when I do go there, and when I get into working on a character, I go deep, and I honor the text as much as I can. So I'd really be interested to do that. Steely Bren, what was the hardest bit of dialogue in the game for you to do, either to remember or to get through emotionally? Hardest bit of dialogue to do. Hard isn't really the word I would use, because it's just the job, and it's like the best job in the world, so it's not exactly ever hard. Hard would be like, you know, doing a job I don't enjoy. That's hard. No, it's never hard. Challenging in a kind of technical way is like, you know, the days where you're screaming over and over and over again, doing really, really difficult battle scenes, pretending to die over and over again, pretending to kill other people over and over again. And you have to give it your all the time. You can't just because you've done it 60 times in the last 2 hours, you know, a big line with a lot of gung ho attitude. Like you can't ease off just because your voice is tired. And so the battle scenes in the voiceover booth were the most technically challenging and the most strenuous. But again, fun. Fletcher, question. Would Hans risk his neck for Henry like Henry did when he rescued him from Malashov? I think that very much depends on at what stage of their friendship we're talking about. First game, I'm not sure. Maybe towards the end of the first game and beyond. But I think for Hans, unfortunately, just by the nature of who he is and the way that he sees the world and the way that he sees the people around him, he would not do that for someone in Henry's position, and I think he would deem it beneath him to even consider it. But that, you may look at that and go, well, that's unfortunate. And I don't necessarily. Because, oh, sorry. I haven't got chat on screen, have I? Whoopsie. There we go. My bad. Because actually, it really is like you get a bigger payoff later on. Because of that social and political and royal dynamic where Hans sees Henry as lesser than him, you get the payoff when they do become friends, when they do become more than friends, when they become more than just a squire and a lord. You see this payoff, and it has so much more weight, and it means so much more to the player and to both of the characters, because it's almost a transgression. He shouldn't be friends with Henry. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. It's unorthodox. It's strange. It's not the normal, which is why it's so great when it happens, because it's like, can we disperse with the formalities? At the end of the day, you love who you love. You're friends with who you're friends with. Fuck that shit. And this is how I feel about life. It's like, I fucking hate formality. I hate bureaucracy. I hate anything that's supposed to be a certain way. I think if you're not hurting anyone, you should be able to do what the fuck you like, and you should be able to be friends with who you like, and there you go. So yeah, to answer your question, I think at some point, yes, at some point in the story, he would, but not until that point, which I think is towards the end of the first game. Sorry guys, let me... How long do you think Hans can outrun having to get married? Says Faye Fauna 3. I have no idea. I look, from the end of the second game, it's not looking good for him. His life has been decided. It's pretty devastating. And those times with those restrictions, if your family wanted you to get married, you got fucking married. And it was for the good of, your wealth and your reputation. But I think Hans is a very strong-willed, very, very, very strong-minded, very stubborn individual. So it would be interesting to see. I have no idea. I think maybe he will hold off for as long as he physically can. But not forever, because at the end of the day, he is duty-bound and he understands that. It's really that dichotomy and that pull between and that's Hans's whole life story. That's his whole arc, is this constant battle between, I have responsibilities, but I want to have fun. And that's the constant pull within him all the time. Oh, I want to do this, but I can't. Fuck. I'm a young man. I don't want to waste my life. Every decision he makes is either duty or fun. And he's in a quandary. He's in a real quandary all the time about which one's the right thing to do. Tattletale said, what would Hans's coffee order be, Lukey? It would be Hans's coffee order. It'd be something really extravagant. It'd be like a gingerbread frappuccino with whipped cream. Caramel frappe. A gingerbread caramel frappe with whipped cream. Yeah, that's what it would be. The Big Man Case said, as an actor, does it feel weird to know that you're immortalized? It's always something that I've wondered. And how weird is it to see yourself in a game like KCD? Is it weird to know that I'm immortalized? It's a really tricky one, because I don't know how immortalized I am. I am immortalized to a degree, but like, will people still be playing Kingdom Come in 40 years with all the technological advancement that we'll see? Maybe. I mean, with remasters and what have you, potentially. You think so? A lot of chat thinks so. Are there games that people play now that are 40 years old? I guess there are. So you could say I am immortalized to a degree, but like, then again, how many games have gone by the wayside? Look at Skyrim. True. Yeah. Pac-Man. Yeah, people still play Pac-Man. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah. No, it's weird to think. It's weird to think that my grandchildren, if I have them, would be able to be like, oh my god, that's granddad, or they just won't give a fuck. But yeah, it is a strange feeling, and it's an amazing concept, and yeah, it's a really cool thing, especially for the game to have had such impact and cultural impact, because the game is not just it's not just a game. It's like it has real life impact. Like, people go and have parties, and they go dress up in medieval outfits, and they have actual tournaments, and they I mean, other games don't have this kind of culture. This is real culture. You can't go to you can't go anywhere in Cyberpunk in real life, but no shade to Cyberpunk, but you can go to Trotsky. And you can go to Trotsky and be like, hey, did you play KCD? Yeah. And then maybe you'll make a friend at the castle and be like, oh, we met 40 years ago at Trotsky Castle because we both like the same game. That's culture impacting real life people and their friendships, their relationships. It's an incredible thing. It's just something you don't see in any other game. Well, not many games. So it's a very, very special thing to have been a part of such a huge part of history, such culture. Incredibly lucky. Calbo94, what line was your personal favorite? And in the flip side, what was the line you didn't particularly like? Personal favorite. My favorite. You know what I really enjoyed doing? The dressing down of Lord. Oh, you know who I mean, chat, when I'm screaming. Is it the Chamberlain? Yeah. You wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions. That was an incredibly satisfying day, and it took a while to get that, because I think the first few times I did it, they were like, nah, Luke, no, you don't, like, we need more. I was like, really? You want me to really lose my shit? They were like, yeah, this guy nearly killed you. Like, you nearly died, and it was he was campaigning for it. So all that time that you were in that cell, this is you now letting it all out. And I was like, you're so right. So that was really fun to do. Those were my favorite lines. And lines that I didn't enjoy. Oh God. There isn't a line I don't enjoy. I guess sometimes it's hard to pronounce. Like, I had to do a bit of Latin. And not that I don't enjoy it, it's just that it's quite hard. It's quite difficult. Yeah. So there was probably the lines where I had to do other languages. But it's not that I don't like them. Wild Lupine, if money was no object, what project would you like to do? Video game, film, etc. What would you want it to be about? This is a really good question. So the other day, you know how Markiplier, Markiplier with Iron Lung, you know what he's done there? You guys seen this shit? Very fucking impressive, right? Super fucking impressive what Markiplier has done. And he has made 22 guys, look, the crossover between video games and filmmaking and YouTube, which is essentially my world. You can imagine what I thought when I saw Markiplier, who's obviously got a massive, much more followers, more community, more power and influence than I have. But seeing that and going, wow, what's possible, And the cross section between video game, which was one of his passions, filmmaking, one of his passions, and then having a community, I was like, ding, like, of course. And he spent about I looked into all this, and he spent about 3 years creating this short film, or working on the project. So he took the inspiration from Iron Lung. I don't know if he must have got the IP. He must have got the rights from the devs, and then created this film. And he puts it out across theaters all over the US. And he didn't even... Devs being one guy. Right, there you go. It's an amazing feat of creativity and will, what he did. But like, because he got such a strong community, people would call up their theater and like, play this film, and they did. Now, he's got a massive community, but it's something that I was thinking about, and I was like, I could try that. Not on that scale, nowhere near that scale. But I could try something similar, where if I find a game in the next 2 to 3 years, there's no rush here, but going off of your question, if I find a game that I like in the next few years and I go, wow, this is really cool, it's kind of under the radar, you know, a little bit like the Mortuary Assistant or Mouth Washing, you know, something like that, right? Where it's not a global massive success. Like it's still a culty kind of game. It's very appreciated by true gamers, but like it's not Assassin's Creed, right? You could take a game like that, and if you could get the rights, you could make a short. Can you imagine like a Mortuary Assistant short? Like really? That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. I don't think it would need to be a feature. You could do a short. You could do a good 15 to 20 minute short out of Mortuary Assistant. But that's literally just an example. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but I'm just saying like Mortuary Assistant's getting a film made this year, I think. There you go. See? So to go off your question, that's what I'm talking about. Like you take the IP of something that a couple of people made in a basement and was fairly successful with it, an occult hit, and you go, hey, I know you guys don't maybe have the filmmaking chops or you're not interested in making a film, but I'll fucking help you, or I'll make it. Can I have the IP? And then you go and make it. So it would be the perfect project for me because I'm not a writer. I don't write. So I would just need to take the story and kind of rewrite, which I could probably do, and then money-wise, put my own money into it, or maybe do a tiny crowdfund, make the film, and put it out. And do some kind of distribution thing, or not. I don't know. But like it's just got me thinking about it, and I was like, that's actually incredibly smart, and yeah, really cool what Markiplier's done. Anyway, sorry. Long answer. Neil, does he have a dream role or a type of character? By the way, Moz, if you could take questions from both Twitch and YouTube, I know you probably are already doing that, but just to check. Neil, does he have a dream role, a type of character, or a historical role someone else has done you'd like to have a try? A dream role? Not really. I'd love to play Bobby from Company. I say that a lot. I always wanted to play him. I think that's such a great role, and one that I used to, not so much now, but I used to relate to it very, very highly. And it's just such a great play. Great musical, sorry. I'd love to do a bit of Les Mis. Like, I'd love to play... what's his face? Not Javert. Yes, Javert. Javert, monsieur, we see each other plain. Monsieur la Mere, you'll wear a different chain. Before you say another word, Javert! Yes. Love to do a bit of that. That'd be wonderful. I got my start in musical, you see. That's what I started doing. I was a musical theatre kid, so that was my thing. Sorry, let me just jump into here and do some thank yous. Thank you, Alex Big Fail, Elohim Bluz, Witch of Labyrinth for the 20 raiders. Thank you very much. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Fat Burger. I love Hans so fucking much, dog. Yeah, that's already happens with your Discord, all the lovely relationships and friendships you get. Yay. Thank you, Fat Burger. Thank you, Tears in My Pizza. Bless you. Alrighty. Where are we up to? Maria Vittoria Forez 2699. Would he be open to do more medieval cooking streams or just try different and weird foods from nowadays? So, I actually need your help a little bit because I have booked in the next side quest with Luke. I've booked it in. It's an archery themed quest, and it's going to be with, drumroll please, Mr. Alex Montero. How very exciting. Alex, you all know who Alex is. He was in Kingdom Come 2. He has, yes, he's a very dear friend of mine. I love to bits. Was extremely helpful and supportive of me when I moved to Prague, as someone that's lived in Prague for a long time. And also, he's literally Skiff from Stalker 2. So he's an absolute legend. So we'll be able to ask him questions. However, it's going to be in April, which sucks. It's going to be in like mid-April. So that's ages away. So I was going to ask you guys if you could give me some ideas. I think there might even be already like a list knocking around somewhere for side quest ideas. Mods, you might know where that exists. But, or just ideas for streams that I could do. Because I want to do more IRL anyway. So I could do like, maybe, you know, streams that aren't side quests, but I could just parrot it, you know, put the camera on my shoulder as I did before when I was traveling. And we can just go out and about in Prague. Maybe Prague. I'm a little bit on the radar in Prague, so I might get a lot of people coming up to me, which is not. It's fine. It's just I want people to be safe. So, so it might be better that I don't do IRLs in Prague very much, but is this the infamous gameplay of KCD2 where he doesn't play? yeah. Maybe I don't play KCD2 today. We've got a lot of questions, guys. But I did ask chat. I did ask you if you wanted this Q&A, and you said yes, overwhelming yes. So just let me know if you want me to stop. Yeah. So I'll have to brainstorm with the mods and with you guys about like what IRL stuff I should do next, because I need to get some more side quests booked in, but I also just want to do more IRL in general, just to break things up. Okay, and yeah, food should be a part of that. Alioxa, what would Hans's favorite Vine be? As in, like the app Vine? I don't know. Oh, anything with any of Bo Burnham's ones. Anything with Bo Burnham. Yeah. Move, I'm gay. Yeah. Just Bo Burnham all the way, chat. Bo Burnham all the way. He's my goat. Wintergarten, what is his dream vacation, destination, activity? No limits on money. Is that me personally or Hans? What? I guess you're talking about me, probably. Okay. Dream destination. No limits on money. I'm very blessed. Very, very blessed that my job before streaming it took me all over the world. And I did a lot of traveling over the last 4 years, and a fair bit of traveling even before that. And I've kind of ticked off many of the places I wanted to go. The only ones left that I'm really keen to do are Argentina, India, hopefully one day Russia, if ever that becomes a possibility. Because, you know, I'm sure it's a very, very beautiful place. but you know, for obvious reasons, maybe not yet. And those are my, I'd say those are my main, like, the ones on my mind, right? But I've been very lucky, you know. I've been all over, you know. I've done Southeast Asia and South America, the US, Canada as well. I should really do Canada. You know, I've been to Portugal. I love Lisbon. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Poland. I haven't been to Mongolia. I haven't been to New Zealand. I've been to Australia. Yeah. Cool. Saggy said, what's the largest mammal you think you could knock out with a single punch? With a single punch. I've been in the gym, chat. I'm not bragging, but I'm looking pretty tonk at the moment. You're going to see a very new Lukey D very soon. Lukey D is getting some serious weightlifting in. So ask me in 2 months, and I'll have a different answer. But right now, probably a small chihuahua right now. But maybe a kangaroo in a couple of months. Who knows, chat? You try and stop me. A bee? Yeah. Has Luke ever met anyone famous that made him think wow? I've met amazing actor Tom McKay. Truly just wow. Like insane. Other than Tom, I've met Gary Oldman. I was very lucky to meet Gary Oldman, and we had a good chat. And Judi Dench. Again, I actually interviewed her. Imelda Staunton. Jim Carter. I met Derek Jacobi. That was really cool. A lot of these were from a documentary I made, and I was able to sit down with people for it. Tim West and Prunella Scales. A lot of these actors nobody will have heard of, but anyway. Neil Naban, yeah, I met Neil, of course, yeah. I met a lot. Well, this last year, I met a lot of the. Wow, yeah, no, last year, I mean, you know what's funny is that last year I ended up in rooms just eating sandwiches with some of the most famous people in the world, like John Boyega and Nicholas Hoult and David Tennant and Billy Piper and like just some of the craziest names in the world. And me and Tom just sat there having a sandwich with next to him. So that was fun. Kind of surreal. I was like, what are we doing here? How are we here? And it's all because of you peasants. So thanks, guys. Maria Vittoria Perez, if he could bring 3 KCD or KCD2 characters to life or reality, who would he have as a neighbor, friend, business partner, or even as an extra, as an enemy? Oh my god, what a question. 3 KCD2 characters to life or reality, who would he have as a neighbor, friend, and business partner, or an enemy? So my neighbor, oh god, who would I have as a neighbor? Who would you want as a neighbor? I mean, probably Henry, right? Like, definitely Henry as a neighbor. Borgena. Borgena as your neighbor, because she's got so much lurking around that can help you. Anything you need, any time of day, Bojena, she's like a grocer, yeah. She's like the grocer. Right, you got a cold. Like, I've got a cold right now. Pop over to Bojena's, fucking sort you out. Here's some marigold decoction. No fucking danger, chat. Easy, chat. Come on. This is a no-brainer. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, that's 100%. Then just need to keep an eye on the time. What we're doing? Oh, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. I've been yapping for 2 hours. What's wrong with me, chat? Then, as your friend, Henry, without doubt, business partner. So, neighbor, Bojena, friend, Henry, business partner. I mean, I hate to say it, but you know who gets shit done? You know who gets shit done in business? Istvan fucking Toth. Istvan. He would. Toth would just get... He knows what he's doing. He's shrewd as fuck. You know? He's a smart man. And he's... He knows what he's doing. So yeah, business partner Toth. But that's only if I was going to be like a shrewd, cutthroat businessman, right? If I wanted to be a bit... If I wanted to start like a herb stand, I'd probably get someone else. But if I wanted to make like a shit ton of money, it's Van Toth. He knows. And then finally, as an enemy, I think if I wanted an enemy, it would have to be someone like harmless, that's not a threat at all. So, the boar. The boar. No, Mart, no, not Mart. Mart could never. No, don't say that. Hans. No, you don't want Hans as your enemy. Oh, God, he'd do my fucking head in. You already have him as your enemy, and he's a nightmare. He just runs off. Who's completely harmless? Who is completely useless in the game? Who's just an absolute... George or Michael? Brabant. Oh yeah, Pepper. Pepeek. Ulrich. Oh god, yeah. Very good. I think I've already had one from... Okay, I think... Hang on. If he had to, Vintergarten said, if he had to do something other than acting or streaming, what else would Luke see himself doing for a living? If it wasn't acting or streaming, it'd be filmmaking, which is what I did before. I was very lucky that I got to do that. And I would go back to that... no danger. Like, that would be great. Funnily enough, I'm actually shooting a film this weekend. Wex are coming to Prague. And they were like, we're doing a project about someone in Prague. You're already fucking there. Do you want to shoot it? I was like, yeah. So for Saturday, I won't be streaming, chat, because I'll be filming. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'm still filmmaking even now. It never leaves you. It never leaves you. So there you go. And for anyone that missed it, also do check out the film that's on my website under films. The Legacy of War. Do check that out, because I went to Ukraine to shoot that, and it's just come out the other day. So if you can, do check that out. Manfish Meldrum 6531. What made you want to audition for this role? I didn't have a choice. You think actors have a choice? No, I auditioned for anything that came my way. At that point in life, I was 20, 21, and anything that my agent sent me, I would go up for, and I would give it my all. I would give it my best, even if it felt so far away from me. If it was playing something really against my type, against my age, against my sensibility, whatever it was, I would just try. And with this, it hit. It just hit, and they thought, yep, that's our guy. I was like, are you fucking sure? And I'm still asking them that now. I'm like, are you sure you want me to play Hans? And they're like, we're having second thoughts. And that's fine. So, Alpha says, if you would have a chance to make a change in one character's arc, which one would it be and why? If I would make a change in a character's arc, which one would I choose and why? I know exactly this one. I would have Teresa for some reason show up in KCD2. That it'd have to be a good reason, because I wouldn't want it to feel arbitrary, like, oh, we're just putting in Teresa to feed the fans. But I miss her. So that's what I would change. And I'm sure many of you agree. We all miss Teresa. And if you haven't played the first one, chat, play the first one. One day we will play the first one together from the start. Not for a long time. Maybe when I'm 40. We'll come back. Bring me out of retirement. And we'll stream the first game. I had this thought as well, chat. Sorry, this is a bit of a departure. I'm not answering this question. But listen, right? I had this thought. And I think you'll fucking love this, right? And it occurred to me, I was like, oh my God, I think people would really like that. Can you imagine if Tom and I, and maybe some of the other actors from the game, when we're really old, like when we were in our 70s, 80s, we shot a short film of just like old man Hans and Henry. Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be great? Just sitting on their porch, still giving each other shit. Hans still being a bit petulant, but they're having a little tea. And they're both in a rocking chair. But it's like me and Tom, like much older. I think that, like, when we're actually at that age, I just think that'd be so great. Yeah, so that's stay tuned for 30 years. For Fiction, how do you think the story would have played out if we follow Hans rather than Henry? Oh God. Well, up until this point, the same. This is the same story. But there are definitely segments of the game where you don't know what the hell Hans is up to, that's for sure, which could have been interesting. But I don't know. I mean, who knows what Hans gets up to when the camera's not around. Hans would be half of it in jail, yeah. But I think, it'd be interesting to see the noble side of gameplay. It'd be kind of cool. Babush, favorite Lord of the Rings quote and why? I think it's a given. This one's a given. It's Sam. It's always fucking Sam. It's when they're on the mountain and Sam's giving his speech about yeah, it's you know the one. No, it's not the no. It's okay. So there's two. There's one where they're in Osgiliath, and he's like, it's like in the old stories, Mr. Frodo. The ones that really mattered. That's one. And then the other one is on the slopes of Mount Doom, and he says, "Then let us be rid of it. Come on, I can't carry it for you, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you. Come on." That's my other. So those are my two favorites. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Kogak-san, what's the thing only you know about Hans? Because only you know him full well. Oh. A magician never reveals his secrets, though, chat. I give so much of myself and of the character. There are some things I think it's important for my own development of that character and for my own sanity and for my own, to have some things that are just mine. So I'm not going to fucking tell you. All right? Sorry. Selfish question. I asked the same to Tom. Post KCD2, what do you think Hans's goal is? Obviously, he is destined to marry, but what does he want? After KCD2... he's kind of Hans at that point in his life. He's a little bit of a rebel without a cause on the surface. Like it could look as if, he doesn't really know what he wants. And I think his desires are sort of rooted it more on the personal rather than the professional. And I think, you got to remember that he's kind of orphaned. I think what he probably desperately wants is control. I know that's a bit of a not a cop out, but it can seem a bit general, but I think he wants control. He's not been given it. He doesn't have autonomy. He's been ruled over his whole life by his uncle. He's been he didn't have he's been told what to do, but he's also been given these responsibilities. So he's kind of straitjacketed into this position of, right, you're a young man, you got all these prospects, but you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do that, you can do that. I think he wants to kind of be the boss. He wants to be able to have some dominion, and he will seek that out. I think he would probably try and seek that out, whatever it takes. And interestingly, with him being put up for marriage, that's just another nail in the coffin of him not having that autonomy and that choice. Imagine being told all of his life he's been told what to do and what not to do, and then at the very end of this game they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't even choose who you're going to marry. And then you add on top of that he might want to be with Henry. Can't do that either. I mean, it's like being in a fucking straitjacket. A caged birdie. He's just a caged birdie. So yeah, control and self-agency and autonomy. These are all themes within Hans. These are all things that are constantly coming up again and again with him. Why do you think he's always putting his arms out? Someone on TikTok made this amazing TikTok the other week, and I reshared it because I was like, that's so amazing. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice I was doing it subconsciously all the time. But when he's constantly got his arms stretched out when he's on the horse, or when he's by the lake and he's like, oh, it takes off his armor. He takes it all off and he stretches out his arms. He does that movement so many times, and it's actually a physicalization of his whole fucking life. wanting to be free, wanting to have freedom. So yeah, control and freedom is what he wants. Sorry, that was a long answer. That's what he wants. And don't we all? Don't we all? Freedom and control are the two things that I think make everyone happy to a degree. Kyopathina, have you seen Tom's audition tape at any point? No, I don't know where it is. I mean, if anyone's got it, it's Dan Vavra, but I can ask him. I mean, I'll ask him next time I see him. I ran into Dan in the street the other week, actually. It's quite funny. Sneaky Gina, is there a game for your childhood you would like to see remade in the caliber of KCD2 and why? Oh, wow. A game from my childhood. I don't know if there is, really. I kind of like the games that I played as they are. I wouldn't ask for them to be remade. I wouldn't need them to be, because I could play them now. Like, the thing that always springs to mind is like RuneScape or Abe's Odyssey. Those were my two like games that like spring to mind immediately. But I think you can play RuneScape now and it's bloody great. They've updated it a lot. It's fantastic. Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Oddworld, like they're great as they are. I'm gonna play them on stream at some point as well. So yeah, no, to be honest, Sneaky Gina. Flesh of the Warlock, if you could play another character in KCD than Hans, who would that be? Play another character. That isn't Hans. Oh wow. Play a different character than Hans. Oh my. It's really hard because I just love playing Hans, man. It's just so he's just the best. Yeah, maybe Eric. That could be fun. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm Hans, and that's the way it is. Groschenaire. Oh wait, sorry, no. Michalka, when do you think was the moment Hans fell in love with Henry? Oh wow, well, so it started to. We all know when it started to blossom. It was once he saved him, and that's really when it happened. Once he was saved by him, I think he reevaluated his whole life and how he felt about everything. And let me tell you, if you have anyone with a near-death experience that really, I mean, he was literally, it got to the point of the executioner moving his foot on the tree stump. He was nearly gone. He was nearly a goner, right? He thinks, I'm done. It's over. Good night, Vienna, right? This is in the bells. The bells. I think anyone who goes through something like that, whether it's a shark attack or whatever it is, you are forced to reevaluate your life because you suddenly will have a newfound respect and value for it. You'll be like, fucking hell, I thought it was over. And at that point, I would have done anything to keep it, And now that I have kept it, I'm going to do things differently. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to speak to people differently. I'm going to do this. And one of the things that he will have reevaluated would be his relationship with Henry. And a lot of the bullshit, that third circle energy I was talking about earlier, fades away. Not all of it, but a lot of it fades away. Because he has found a new importance, a new understanding. It was always there. It was always there. But Hans's bravado wasn't allowing for it to blossom. So once he saved his fucking life, he just let that shit go. He let all of the bullshit go and enabled Henry to come in to his heart. So that's what I think. That's when I think the process begun. You know, it's very, very smart what they did. Very fucking smart. It's like game of the year, game of the decade. Groshen. Oh no, sorry. I keep thinking it's that one. My question: what was your favorite trope? Doesn't matter the media type. Favorite trope. What do you mean? Is that Sam? Abby Sammy? What do you mean? What's your favorite trope? Trope as in what? I mean, I know what a trope is, but like in what sense? In what context? Like, what style of story, I guess, do you like? Say, an unreliable narrator. In gaming... Okay, I see what you mean. Ooh. Anything where you're an underdog. I don't like playing the hero. I'm bored pretty quickly. So, I relate that to my own life. Like, I've never felt like I was a hero. From day one, I've always felt like, and that's not self-pitying. That's not woe is me. I promise. I always as a younger person have felt, like a little bit on the outside looking in. Even though people didn't necessarily think that about me, I had to work really hard, to fit in and to, because I was a bit of a silly goose, theater kid energy, all that shit, right? And a lot of my mates just like to play football, and you know what they like to talk about? Football. And, I wasn't interested. And so that growing up where I did, that was it, and I didn't fit in. And so a lot of my life, I felt like I completely just it wasn't working. Not to say I didn't have great mates and it didn't work. It was just, there was always that thing of like, oh, I'm a bit different from everyone around me. Until then you go off to drama school, but then you feel different for different reasons. Because, these people are much smarter than me. These people are much more this than me. They're this than me. They're more experienced. They're more this. They come from a better background. They come from like a wealthier background. I'm not this. I'm not that. I've always, everywhere I've gone, I've felt like that. And I think I definitely know people who don't feel like that. I've met people who drift through life. No issues. I'm just like, well, hot dog. How? And it'd be easy to look at me and go, you've had it easy, you've done fine. It's like, yeah, but you didn't see the years. You saw the last two. The last two have been pretty damn good, let me tell you, but I'm 33. There's been a lot of fucking trial and tribulation there. right? A lot of hardship, lot of shit to go through, right? Again, not self-pitying, but just that's why I like underdogs, because I like people. It's the same in life. I like people who didn't have much, or didn't feel like they were much, and they fucking rise to the top. And that's why we love Henry so much. That's why we love him. Me too, Luke. We made it. We fucking did. You know, and if you feel like an underdog, just keep fucking going, because underdogs, when it matters, they're the ones who've got the real fucking strongest bite. Okay? When it matters, you got the waggliest tail. We're all underdogs. And I'd rather be an underdog, to be honest. Peasant from Peasant Stan, oh bless you. Thanks so much for the 50 gifted. Thank you. Oh my god, Serena of Scalets. I've missed so much. Oh my god, thank you guys. Bless your hearts. Thank you very, very much. Bless you. That's very, very kind. Bless your hearts. Bless your cotton socks. Thank you, Serena of Scalets. Condolences to the people of Scalets. Thank you, Peasant from Peasant Stan. Thank you, Ashari. Thank you, Angelic Cabbage, for the 5 gifted. Righty-ho. God, there's so much love, so much generosity, so much energy in chat today. And so many questions. I don't think I'm going to get to play the game. I'm really sorry. We'll have to play it. We'll have to play it tomorrow. Because we didn't play it today. We'll play it tomorrow. As a gift to you, chat. This is the Yap stream. Tomorrow we'll do the game. Promise. That's my as a way of saying sorry. We'll do it tomorrow. But I'll keep yapping for now, because there's still a lot more questions. Oh my god, Irene the Owl! Oh, bless you. Thank you again. Thank you, Tracy Trace. Thank you, Salmina Key. Thank you, Ashari. Oh my goodness me. Thank you, Storm Blessed. Thank you, Fadburger. Thank you, Halloween Bluzz. You've already cried a bunch in therapy, but being here made me cry more. Hey, it's good to cry. It's good to cry. Thank you so much, Irene the Owl. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Right, back to the last few questions, okay? And then I think we'll have to stop with the questions soon. My question: what does your dream horse look like? Pebbles. Like the one I rode when I dressed up as Hans. I'm gonna steal that horse. Groschenaire, finally. What lessons could you take with you after portraying Hans? Would you consider any larger roles with an ensemble cast, or do you feel more comfortable in smaller roles? What lessons could you take with you for portraying Hans? After portraying Hans? Like as in the role in the sense of as an actor, or like in life, it's hard to say. I mean, so many things in terms of life. There's so many things that came along with it. So it's like it's not just that I learned so much about acting because I played this role for so long. You know, I learned so much over that time that I played him, but also. Like, then I learned about how to manage and curate and nurture a community because of that. And, you know, that's come along with a lot of lessons as well. And I've, you know, in the last year, like, I feel like, you know, I think a lot of you understand this, but maybe some of you don't. Like, a lot happened in a very, 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 very short space of time to me. And a lot of that was my own choice and my own doing. Like, I chose to move country. I chose to change career. I chose to do a 24-hour stream. I chose to constantly create content. I chose, to find a place to live and get a visa in another country. Like all this stuff, like I chose it all at the same time. It was incredibly stressful. But my God, like to grow in the way I did on socials and all that in the same space of time, it was just an incredibly beautiful but stressful time. And I think I failed a lot during that time. Like I made a few mistakes and I didn't handle things brilliantly like every single time or every issue that was raised within the community, because managing a lot of people, managing thousands of people is no easy task, because everybody wants something different. Like everyone wants things to be done a certain way, and if it's not that way, you got to somehow do it in a way that sort of fits them but fits others. And thanks to my mod team and everything, like we're getting there now. It's great. But yeah, there's a lot. There's like I'm not perfect, and so because of the position I'm now in, like I would say patience and understanding and learning when to respond to something and when not to respond to something, what's worth responding to. You just grow a lot. Like when something like what happened to me happens to you, just grow an immense amount and you learn. You're forced to learn a lot, because if you want the thing to work, if you want the community to work, you have to be better every day. Like you guys make me want to be better every day, and that's not a platitude. You really do. Because of what we've built here together, and this is no small thing. There's like over 1,000 people watching this. There's thousands of you that watch regularly, right? And you're all incredibly appreciative of the space that we all have here. And to me, it's an insanely important thing that doesn't get fucked up. So I've taken it upon myself to be a better person every single day, right? Because I'm like an ambassador for this community, for this franchise in a way, to a degree, for everything, for my own streams, for my own community. And if I am not doing the right thing and treating people well and if I'm not doing that, it's all a sham. So I take it upon myself to be better every single day, and I'm not in competition with anyone else but myself and who I was yesterday. I know these all sound like fucking platitudes and bullshit, but it's absolutely true. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I must be better than I was yesterday. So that's a very long answer again, but it's absolutely true, and it's how I feel about what this whole year and the experience of playing that character and how I've been embraced by the community. That's how I feel. That's genuinely how I feel about it. So thank you for asking. Fool Squire, hi Luke, the first time chatter here. Woohoo! We love the first time chatters, chat. There is a moment in the games in which you think you made a change in the character of Capon, something that every time you see it makes you think, that's mine. See, I don't like to take too much credit for Capon. I know I get a lot of credit for him, and that's fine, and I understand why. But the writing really is what makes him so good. I'm the vessel, right? I think his sense of... For me, the thing that really sticks out about what makes him unique, because I played him, is my inner sense of joy. Does that make sense? Like I have, and I'm very lucky to have it, but I'm able to access as an actor, like this quite a good, it's very, one of my acting tutors when I was younger used to say this. They were like, I've never seen someone be able to access joy in such a palpable and real way like you can. Like, it's one thing to be able to access pain and grief and sorrow, and I actually find those things harder to get to, but joy, I can get there in a second. Like, it's I don't know why, but that's what I brought to him. So anytime I see him having fun, I'm like, that's me. You know, that I brought that there. I brought that, and that's unique to me. And I think you see that in me on streams. Like, that's what I bring to every facet of my life, if I can, is this sense of joy. Because I think that we're here on this planet, and none of us know why we're here. Not to be too philosophical, but none of us know what the fuck we're doing on this fucking rock. And I do believe that we're here to look after one another and to lift each other up and to be as happy as we can be, given how hard it is to do that. And you only get there by trying to help others and trying to give out as much joy as you can. And I'm very blessed that this medium allows me to do that as much as possible. And you know. Anyway, what was the question? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. MLOS9RF said, how did you train yourself to think like someone from the 15th century rather than a modern person? Were there any specific habits you had to adopt? To be honest, with that kind of thing, me and Tom say this all the time, but a lot of the time we were relying on the devs to tell us. You know, I did a fair bit of reading on the time period, but to be honest, there wasn't a great deal of difference in how we were going to be playing these roles to how we would play them now, other than language and the behaviors. The formalities that they would have. The key was to play the roles honestly, and the script did that for you. There wasn't really a set, like, they didn't walk any different from me. I've got arthritis, so hopefully Hans didn't walk like that. But no, like, you know, it's all in the script is what I'm trying to say. It's there. So any changes that I had to adopt were there in the lines. And in the context of what we were doing. So it wasn't as if I had to do, you know, these aren't alien beings. This is a few hundred years ago. It's not an alien life form. They're just people. They just lived a little bit earlier than we do. And there was certainly differences, but most of them were cultural. Most of them were in the context of their culture. They weren't tremendously different. They were just like us, only they didn't have fucking iPhones. Sorry, I missed a few thank yous here. Sorry, guys. Tracy Trey, Storm Bless, thank you. Fad Burger, Halloween Bluzz, Dylan Short, Camille Kays, Lil Miniati, Liz B, thank you. Aoden Coney, thank you. Ash Assassin, Richie Crispy, thank you for the 25 gifted. Bless your heart. Thank you, K Twit. Thank you, Save and Exit. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock. Thank you, Churchy. Thank you, Stripe Century, for the 23 gifted. Thank you, Sneaky Gina. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spike Lee. Thank you, Fad Burger. Thank you, Lawley Tut. Thank you, Tazzle Dactyl, Fad Burger. Godox Freckles, Godox Lawley, Pafanina for the Raiders. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, next question. For Fiction, what is the most challenging game you've played? Would you return to it if given the opportunity? Most challenging game that I've played. Most challenging. Well, we all know how I felt about Horizon Zero Dawn. Wasn't exactly my best work, was it, chat? Would I return to it? Look, no shade on the game. It just wasn't for me. And not every game can be for you. It can't be the case. Like, you can't watch every film and be like, oh, I loved that. Like, some films are gonna suck for you, and it just what I was doing so good. I very much disagree. Do I have a cold? Yeah. Sorry, guys. You crashed out over the smallest thing. No, but it was like micro. It was mini things that built up over. It was like the death by 1,000 paper cuts, chat. It was like over and over again doing that. Those fucking dinosaur RoboCop bollocks fuckers kept killing me and attacking me every 2 seconds, and I just had enough. Thank you, Kinney here. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Thank you, Kinney here. Thank you. Bless you. Please excuse me. I'm dying. Flesh of the Warlock, how did you feel and what did you think when doing the scene where Hans was walking to the gallows? What do you think Hans's thoughts might be in that moment? Oh, goodness me. Well, you know, to be honest, I always talk about this in the same kind of way, but it was a very heavy day on set, and everyone in the room really understood the gravitas, the gravity of what we were doing and how much this sucked. And you know, for Hans, I think he was lamenting on his life, his relationships. You ask anyone who's on their deathbed what they think about or talk about or want to talk about, it's always about the relationships they've had. So I think he was probably thinking about his family and his relationships and his friends. And there's also a moment where you give up and relinquish control. So, like, in the cells, I think, you know, he probably banged on those doors for quite a long time until he realized it wasn't going to happen, and it was decided, and he was going to die. And then that's like once you've left the denial stage, it's like it's over. And can you imagine that moment, like that liminal moment where you go from going, no, I'm a noble. No, you can't do this. No, please. Don't kill me. You can't, please. No, this is wrong. I've not done anything wrong. And then, sorry, I'm getting emotional just even thinking about it. And then the moment where you go, no, I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die. Like, it's actually over. There's no hope. There's no hope. I mean, so what do? Well, you think about your mistakes. You think about your loved ones. And then, of course, you know, he was abused as he's walking up to the gallows, and he's got people shouting and screaming at him that don't know him. They don't know anything about him. They're just assuming he's some piece of shit because they've been told that he is. You know, they don't know him. They want to show. But he's smart enough to know that. So I don't think that would have been the thing that hurt him as much. But also, like, a real... For him, like, he's had such a great insight now into what it's like to not be a noble, right? So he gets that. He now understands, because he never had before. Never had the opportunity to know what it's like to be a lowly fucking peasant. But now he's had tomatoes thrown at him. He's had arrows in the arm. Yes, there you go. Peasant from Peasant Stand. Thank you. Thank you, Cesspit Prince. Thank you, Pafina. Thank you, Dagon's Calf. Thank you, Kinney here. He's had all of that, right? He's had all of that. And also, like, been quite literally abused and nearly put to death. So his sense of who he is will have dramatically changed after that moment. Yeah. So, no, it's interesting stuff, chat. I mean, fucking hell. This thing. This fucking thing. They're smart. They know what they're doing, guys. We're nearly at the end of the questions, guys. Oh my God. It is C Cherry. What's your favorite thing about Hansry's relationship? Oh god, the complexity, the slow burn, the fact you have to fight for it, the fact that it's so tender but so earned. The fact that it's so wrong, not how you think. I mean, like in its context, you know, politically, in its time period, you know, all that stuff, you know, in their heads, it feels wrong, but they fucking do it anyway. You know, I love that. Yeah. So. Yeah, that it's just such a. Where'd you see that? I mean, you don't. It's very rare to see that in games. It's really a special thing, regardless of who it is. Okay, I think that's. Oh no, we're nearly done. Groshner, how do you think Hans would have been if his parents were still alive? Oh, what a question. What a fucking question! What would Hans be like if his parents had still been alive? Completely different. Totally different. So fucking different. Okay? This is a huge part of why he is like he is. Alright? You know what I mean. It's so difficult to express how much that changes someone, you know? And if you grow up without parents, it's tough. It's tough, and you have to wear armor to deal with it. And, you know, part of that armor is his bravado, you know, and it's really a survival technique, because how are you supposed, when you don't feel loved enough, when you don't feel well adjusted, when you don't feel you've been brought up and you don't feel whole, but then you're told, yeah, but you have to be really responsible. Yeah, you can't do the things you want to do. You have to go and do all this shit. But you don't feel ready. You don't know how. So what do? Well, you act out. You pretend. You assume a character. It's almost like Hans is kind of assuming a character that he's seen in a film. Films didn't exist, but he's read in a book. He's like, oh, I'll be those knights that I read about in that book. They were strong. They were proud. They were fierce. I think they would have said this. I think they would have talked like this. You know, this is the psychology that he has adopted from the readings he's done, if you think about it. Or the stories that he's been told by Hanush and his friends. He's kind of piece by piecemeal putting together the pictures of what he thinks he ought to be, because he's in this position of power and future power. But he hasn't had... Because Hanush is not necessarily seemingly a very loving, soft presence in his life. So he hasn't had any of that from him. Most of his... Any kind of softness or... not intimacy, but like any kind of real love would have come from places of, you know, people who are being paid to look after him. Maids. You know? So it's not the same. So you see, this is why I always say that it's easy to see him as a bit of a prick, but you got to dig a bit deeper. There are no villains. There are no bad people. There are only people who have had bad things happen to them. Or there's always a reason. I mean, there are exceptions, but most of the time, it's people have shit done. Well, things have happened, and they've figured out a way to deal with those things, and that's made them who they are. Who do you think fell first, Hans or Henry? Hans, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Hans. Yeah, without a doubt. My question, if you could have any style or genre of Lord of the Rings game, what would it be? You know I love RPGs, so that's an easy one. Although achieving that would be very hard. But yeah, that's all the questions, chat. We did it! Yeah! All right, that was a lot of questions. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to everybody's questions today and things. I might have even missed some thank yous, and if I have, you know that's not like me, and I apologize, but I tried. It's been incredibly active today because of it being the anniversary. I think everyone's very excited, which is lovely to see. It's been a lovely stream. Now, what I will say is I'll be on tomorrow. I think. Can I do tomorrow? Yeah, I can do tomorrow. And we will play Kingdom Come. We'll play Kingdom Come.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna you are!
Yes, because we couldn't play it today because we had a Q&A instead. So we'll play it tomorrow. Thank you, Peasant of Peasant. Thank you, Alioxa. Thank you, Drago. Thank you, Rackham's Razor. Thank you, Ice Compass. Thank you, Canna. Thank you, Lena Beans for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Fletcher the Warlock. Peasant of Peasant, Cespit Prince, Pafina. So tomorrow we will play KCD2. Tonight I have to shoot a self-tape, so I have to leave a bit early for an audition. Someone's invited me to audition for a game. So I gotta go shoot that now. Alright? So I love you all so much, and thank you for all of the insane generosity and support and love and dedication and everything. And can I just shout out once more to Sayuri for this incredible piece of art that will be the start screen, and then we'll have a different one for the night screen that will be this, but nighttime. And we'll have some lovely names here up on the thank you board as like a projected thing. But yeah, I adore you all so bloody much. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for everything. So let's see if... I think James is on. I think James is streaming, isn't he? He is, all right. Let's go see James. Do give him my love. And enjoy the rest of the anniversary of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Much love, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow to actually play the game. All right. Bye, guys. Love yous. Bye. Bye. Bye.